It was intended to be a niche show for the gay community, just like Soul Food was supposed to be for the niche African American community, and what's it called? Resurrection Boulevard, Hispanic community. And it didn't quite turn out that way because...
No, well, women loved our show. We didn't understand that at the beginning. We were totally confused and surprised.
Straight women.
So very confused and surprised by it. But they turned out to be the majority of our audience.
And one woman wrote in, I remember she wrote us a letter, and she said, I love the show so much, and I pretend in my fantasy that I'm a gay man having sex with Brian. And I'm thinking, what? There's a psychological study here somewhere.
Well, we're trying to figure it out, and I don't know that I have ever really figured it out.
Was the romance of
I think
Brian
it was,
and Justin?
I think that the audience that appreciated our show, it's what Peter Page said, they came for the queer and stayed for the folk. And I thought that was the truest, cleverest way to express what happened. They liked the stories, they liked the love stories, they liked the family, they liked the humor, the heart, and the heat, the 3 H's that we associated writing that
Humor,
show.
heart, and heat. And Sisters, too. We did the same thing.
And I think they appreciated it for the storytelling. And, of course, there were a lot of nice-looking guys on the show, which didn't hurt. I remember going to the men's room once down the hall from our office over on Wilshire Boulevard, and there was there were other offices on the floor, and I was standing there, and one over was this man in a suit, and he knew that, you know, we were the Queer as Folk office, and he said, he starts talking to me while we're standing there peeing, and he's saying, you know, my wife loves your show. I said, oh, that's nice, thank you. She said, so she got me watching it. I said, oh. He said, yeah, I was really uncomfortable watching that stuff that you had those guys doing. I'm going, okay, I'm rolling my eyes. Okay, here it comes. He said, but you know, after a while, I really started to love your show. I also got lucky. He said that's another reason he watched it, because he got lucky, because his wife was, you know,
turned on
by. I said, okay, great. He said, no, but I really loved your show after a while, and you know, and the sex thing after a while, it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
It was no big deal.
Right, no big deal. I said those are the 3 words we were living for. No big deal, and that's why we pushed the sex. We said. And we knew what we were doing. We said, we're just going to show it over and over and over again until people get so numb and bored from it that they're not going to care anymore. And living proof. He said, after a while, well, it's sex, who cares? I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Because that is the thing that the world has a problem with and can't seem to get past. And there was this straight guy in a business suit telling me he was getting lucky and the gay thing didn't bother him anymore. And I said, well, that's what we were hoping for, seriously. And if it did that, then we sort of accomplished what we were out to do, to make that no big deal.